Hi guys, welcome to my house. Come on in. So I am going to be talking about rounding, but first let's go back to your PowerPoint and we're going to be on slide 22, or actually 21. We're going to start off with an activity. It's going to be this one, the decimal magic square activity. So as you can see, there is an example and then there is one that I'm going to ask you guys to do here in a second. You guys are going to pause the video. So basically, it's just making sure that you have the same number across, like diagonally, horizontally, and vertically. I think I did those wrong, sorry. But so in the example, the like magic number is 4.5. So all of those rows have to add up to 4.5. So now if you guys will pause the video and do the one that's next to that where the magic number is 1.5. And then if you get stuck, you can come back and I'll give you guys a hint. Okay, and so now if you guys are still stuck and don't know like where to go next, here's a hint for you. So you know that the magic number is 1.5, so every row has to add up to 1.5. But also, I don't know, I think that might be backwards. But so each of these squares, the numbers that's going to fill them is like 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, and so on to 0.9. So you're going to have like, it's kind of like Sudoku in a sense. So like you're going to have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 in every one that should all add up to 1.5 in each row. All right, so hopefully that wasn't too hard. I had a hard time figuring it out, but once I was like, oh, they're like all the same number, it was a lot easier. So now we're going to be going to the next slide and talking about rounding. So a big important concept to rounding is rounding up or off. So rounding off is like whenever you go like the number is lower. So an example of rounding off is like the attendance at a stadium. So they might the actual number could be like 54,021 people were at the stadium, but they're probably going to be like at least 50 or like over 50,000 people attended the stadium last night. So it's kind of like there's different situations for it. Whereas like with money, you're definitely going to be rounding up. So like if you think the total is going to be about like $24.76, then you're wanting to budget for like $25 because you never want to have less money than what something is. So those are kind of easy like real world situations that you can tell your kids like whenever you're explaining what rounding up and rounding off is. And so next we're going to be doing a roller coaster model activity. So this one should be pretty interesting to do. Let me turn on the light real quick. There we go. Better lighting. So here we have this little model I made. It's super easy to make. They're just like, I cut a line here in the paper and then like made like a little like roller coaster thing. So here's my little coaster. So as you can see, our number is 62. And so we want to know if we're going to round off or round up. So 62 is going to be round off. So our little coaster is going to come down here to 60. But now then, and these are just sticky notes by the way, so then it can be like reusable. So let's try this number, 68. So is 68 going to round off or round up? It's going to round up. And then we can change these ones out down here at the bottom and get a little bit of a trickier number. So our numbers at the bottom now are 10 and 20, and the number we're trying to figure out is 15. So, you know, like 15 is usually in the middle, so it's like, does it round off? Does it round up? Which way does it go? So it actually rounds up. So 15 goes into 20. And a good way to remember this is 4 or less, round off, 5 or more, round up. And that is all I have for you guys today. Next up is going to be Destiny with the cultural connections, so have fun.